Before you verbatim, agus fáilt go ní le hí Canish Stían na Scoil so the Barking Queen. So we're starting off in our first final this morning, the Urban H1 final, either Christian Brothers College agus St. Patrick's Boys National School, Gardiners Hill. Ag Tosnú le Fuireann Christian Brothers College. You've right here, number 1, Keelan Haney. Give her a no, number 2, Malik Abdelrazak. Give her a 3, Jack Crowley. Give her a Cahir Leo Denny. Give her a Cooey Ben Dolan. Give her a Shay Henry Harty. Give her a shot Donald Hegarty. Give her a halt Harry Howell. Give her a nay Harry Hogan. Give her a dead Matthew Keane. Give her a head Finn Murphy. Give her a doyle Thomas Myers. Give her a three Jack O'Shea. Give her a Cahardiog Ronan Sisk. Give her a Kuig Rasmus Son Jacobson. Give her a Shadiog Fuelon Bambury. Give her a Shotdiog James Herritz. Give her a Hotdiog Kai McCarthy. Give her a Nadiog Rian Scannell. Give her a Feha Harry Trench. Give her a Feha Hen Edmund White. And also on the team, Hugo Bailey, Fergal McKenna, Fionn Scannell, Alex Mills, Rory Buckley, Billy Hogan, Thomas Kelly, Patrick McLaughlin, Killian Cotter, and Julian Freeman. Fuireann St. Patrick's. Give her a hand, Robert Burke. Give her a no, Oliver Barrett. Give her a 3, Dara O'Connor. Give her a Cahir, Kieran O'Connell. Give her a Cooey, James Nolan. Give her a Shay, Michael Finnegan. Give her a shot, Cormac MacDonald. Give her a hunt, Isaac Kramer. Give her a nay, Cameron McBride. Give her a dead, Jamie Murray. Give her a Hadia, Daniel Maharagi. Give her a doya, Jack Courtney. Give her a tria, Sean Foley. Give her a cardia, Harry Brown. Give her a Cuigu, Corey Raymond. Give her a Shakyug, Andrew Lynch. Give her a Shakyug, Marcus Buckley. Give her a Hulkyug, Vova Kajuka. Give her a Navyug, Leo Hurley. Give her a Feha, Aaron Diaz. Give her a Feha Hayan, Calvin Corcoran. Give her a Feha Do, Killian Pardy. Give her a Feha 3, Ilya Ninev. Agus give her a Fahar Kahar, Rory Fennick. And our rator for today's game is Uncle Collins. So best of luck to both teams.
Right. Now I just get the two of them to shake hands there. Look at me now, guys. Look at me.
How do you do? Oh, sorry, Hap. Yeah. Yeah, playing that bit. Okay. You're playing that bit.
Bhúr giad fáilte go páircí chaomhansa ar maidin de chluichí Canish Scia na Scoil agus a nuamhtá chluichí Canish Ryan H1 na Catharach ar siúl an Sagan. And the two teams that are taken to the pitch now are Christian Brothers College in the red and black jerseys and St. Patrick's Boys National School from Gardiners Hill. So the weather's absolutely outstanding here. The pitch, as always, in pristine condition. Michael Collins, Sheshud Unretor and Sotranhona, and we're all set to go. A little bit breezy out there, but both teams have all the training done and they're ready to go for the final. Again, Retor, and it's Christians looking to get the first possession here. Good start, always vital in these finals, and that's a nice ball up there towards Harry Hogan. Struggling to get possession, but they have it now with Jack O'Shea. Good defensive work there, however, by Michael Finnegan for St. Patrick's. Beautiful pick up there under ladder pressure by Isaac Kramer. Back again towards Jack O'Shea. And finally, clean possession here, and this is Cameron McBride. Off his left-hand side, good delivery. Ishtacha Jonah Dussenson. The backs, however, in command of that one, and that's well. Thomas Myers hooked very well there. Breaking ball is gathered by Isaac Kramer. That's a great ball in towards the forwards. Oliver Barrett and Sunderstig. Numbers on the jerseys not meaning a whole lot. Oliver is 2 on his back. Good pressure there, however, by Hugo Bailey. Again, the players bunching around the ball. Difficult to get clean possession, but that's a free in awarded by Michael Collins. Agus big and hit chance of scoring against St. Patrick's. And it looks to be their midfielder Isaac Kramer who's over this one. Should be within his range. It's a fine strike, and the umpires are happy that that's a point, and St. Patrick's have gone ahead. Puck out taken. Good long delivery. Cormac McDonald under a bit of pressure there, and is that a foul? Pushing it back by Jack O'Shea. So this is a very good start by St. Patrick's. So that ball is cleared up by Michael Finnegan. Good hard tussle there, looking for possession. Some players staying back from the ruck, looking for a breaking ball, and that's the way it's transpired, and that looks like that's Isaac Kramer. Jamie Murray now. Good delivery in again, plenty of forwards here, and they've a chance of a goal here right in front of the goal. This is, well, the referee's blown his whistle, and it will appear to be a free out. I think that was Daniel Mahagarugu advancing on goal. However, the puck out is taken by Keelan Gainey. That's a huge ball up the field. Ronan Sisk was in there fighting. Oh, that's beautiful skill. What control there by Christians, and that ball is hit in again. There's Malik Abdelrazik was the guy who controlled the ball beautifully there as it bounced in front of him, and he's in over the ball again. And the referee's going to throw this one in. So it's Cameron McBride, who possibly might be the man who got the first score there. Difficult to see the numbers on jerseys. Backs coming out at pace here, but again that's beautifully taken away there by Daniel Mahagarugu. Big man sends the ball across the field looking for support inside there. He has the support from Jack Courtney, and this is good teamwork. The full forward there, Harry Brown, scooping the ball out towards the side, and he's got past 2 or 3 players here looking to come back on his right hand side. Tries it in, and that's a fantastic goal. St. Patrick's, a great team move there, finished outstandingly well by Harry Brown. So the puck out taken immediately. Christians in need of a score here, but St. Patrick's will settle really, really well in this game. That one is knocked back there nicely by Ben Dolan, looking for support, but in nips Jack Courtney there, sends it forward again. Plenty of defenders there. Now they need to get a settling score here. James Nolan pulling hard on the ground. Beautiful natural strike there, but that one has gone to the left and wide. Well, didn't even go wide. Kept in. Back to the keeper. So Keelan Gainey drives a long ball down, but again that half back line of St. Patrick's is mopping up all the breaks there. There's a player there without a jersey on him, so he'll forgive me for not recognising him. That's beautiful footwork again there. Sent up towards the forwards. Nice footwork by Isaac Kramer, again driving a high ball in. These forwards are very, very dangerous. That was driven in low, but well saved there by Keelan Gainey, and that's a great delivery. Now here's the first chance, and nice footwork here by Harry Howell. Comes in centrally, looking for support. Matthew Keane is there as well, and they're gone inside the break. The backs here, this is Matthew Keane, trying to not leave the ball behind him. The keeper comes out, Robert Burke. That's a great save by Robert, and the clearance effected well there, but this is a good sustained period of pressure by Christians, and they have a puck Sairistach agus chance go súdin sin chéad score a chláú. So it looks to be Malik Abdel Razik. Not a great connection there. They could yet get something, but that's a chop down, says the referee, who was right at the pitch of the game there. 13 aside, Trúr Díogan Taobh agus Fehanómat in Gachain La. So on Council, Glanta Machanson. It's a good ball again. Daniel down there using his strength, but unfortunately not using it legally according to the referee. But he's certainly causing a lot of trouble, Daniel Mahagarugu. Harry Brown was the man who got the score. So that's a great delivery. Stachel John Hood, and again the backs have come a little bit too far out here. That's a good connection there, but well tracked back, and that's a great clearance by Cormac MacDonald. Superb defensive work by Cormac, but Christians Derere Chéile a Socrúisteach Sochwahe. Beautiful bit of robbery over there, but Christians, as I said, beginning to settle now. But this is a serious defensive unit by St. Patrick's. A hard pull on the ground there by Jack Courtney. Great to see the ground pulling. Daniel coming in behind his man, and that one has gone out very close to the sideline. And indeed it's a line ball for Christians. Ishel, beautiful skill again, and he's the vision to see a supporting player here. Christians under ferocious pressure. Two forwards here. The pickup is done well, and that one is hit in towards the other supporting forward there. But, well, the back's doing well, and that's excellent defensive work by Harry Hogan. Still there. Chance is still there for St. Patrick's. And that one is driven in along the ground. Keeper very tidy. Keelan Gainey. Good ball out towards the wing. Scampering back there for St. Patrick's and bursting through the tackles. Ball sent forward towards Isaac Kramer, and that's a free again. A push in the back. Erson Ray Tower. Bra Osculton saw. Christians still waiting for their first score, a score which I'm sure would settle them hugely. So this would appear to be Cameron McBride. That's a huge ball in. And has it gone over the bar? The white flag yet to be raised, but there we go. That's a fantastic score from a free by Cameron McBride. So two frees, both pointed. A hoosh in the back there of Jamie Murray, but Jamie is still there looking for possession. Supported well there by Harry Howell. Good defensive work, great block however there by Jack O'Shea. May have been injured while blocking that ball. Christians harrying very well in the centre of the field there. The ball kicked out to the sides by Henry Harty. And we still have an injury down on the pitch. I'm not sure if the referee spotted that. He spotted a foul, Carcalore. But the Christians team depending on 12 now at the moment. And it would appear that this is an injury that may necessitate a substitution. It was a real act of bravery going in there, blocking the ball down. So will the referee let the play continue here and the free to be taken? So Tan Chorleish Tachtastach. So we will have the free indeed. So medical attention for the player involved. I think it's Jack O'Shea. We'll confirm that in a minute. The referee just giving him an opportunity to recover. So the helmet is back on. He's been playing well, so they certainly don't want him to be leaving the pitch. So back on his feet, the tap on the helmet. Tasha Carcolor. So back to the middle of the field. And then this is Cameron again, got a great pointed free last. This guy knows what he's doing from the frees. That's another superb score. So 3 frees taken, all 3 scored. So Coolig is 3 feinte to no score. Christians again defending well there. And that's nice work by Malik. Sends a good ball out towards the centre of the field. Jack O'Shea, who was the injured player, but he seems to have recovered. Good covering over there by Henry Harty, but again under ferocious pressure. Nice pull along the ground. Macklin Gansi Ganiver. That's driven up the field there, and again Leo Denny in there fighting, but again the physical strength there of the defenders winning that battle. Clearance out to the centre of the field. Nicely taken there by Jack Courtney. Driven in again. Defenders under pressure here. This needs to be taken first time, and it is very well defended. Careful now not to give the 65 away. Cleared upfield. Breaking ball here. Again, St. Patrick's winning that. Driven in low, but that one has gone to the left hand side, and that's a wide ball. And the keeper, Keelan Gainey, found our count Tapig Hogant. Achan Raitor Christoplashin. So Puckamach Ma again Keelan up the centre of the field, over the midfield players, and that's again nicely controlled in there. Well, it was until Matthew Keane came in and he's driving across the goal, looking for a goal here, tries to pass the ball across. Keeper coming out. Great bravery by Leo Denny as well there. Still there to be won. And that would appear to have been sent out by one of the defenders, but the call is that it's a wide ball. But that was a great opportunity of a goal. Matthew Keane, who I think is the captain, sending that ball across. But the opportunity has been missed, and they're under pressure again here. Councilman Tomontiштach Marshall again, Isaac Kramer. Daniel Mahagarugu is the target for all those long balls in. But slowly but surely the backs are getting to grips with him. No, big swing here. Was there a hook? There certainly was a hook by Daniel. Was there a foul? Is another question. But again, he's dispossessed of the ball. One of the Christians players ghosting in there under the swing, and the keeper will come out to take this. So a chance to get Keelan Gainey. Should be dropping in around the square, you'd imagine. Very important not to send this one wide now. Ortega-Dassiger, that's a great strike of a ball. That's a very dangerous ball all the way over the bar. What an outstanding score by Keelan Gainey. So that's their first score, and it should settle them. Some really, really good long-range free taking in this match. So in Puckamach, Burjamach and son, Lorna Parker east. Breaking ball is gathered by Christians. Jack O'Shea may not have fully recovered yet from that injury he got earlier on, but that's good crowding by Christians, forcing St. Patrick's boys back. But Cameron McBride driving up the wing here. Looks Toshana Ross and Sohamu. Cleverly put beyond the back there by the forward. But Christians definitely settling in the back line there. And off his left hand side, that's a short enough clearance. Again, the ball driven in. And that's surely gone wide. Not yet. Again, a big swing there, but Harry Hogan making his presence felt in the full back line. Nish Marshall and Dave Howden Bark, Christians Achariштach, Fana Talonach, Scopach and Shulin, son Michael Finnegan. taken first time inside. Again, the back's under serious pressure back there, but that's a good clearance out towards the sideline, however, and just gone over the sideline. So Themara Hassanche, cool agus 3 feinte agus St. Patrick's Christians, le pointe wine son. Sideline ball is taken. So the supporters on the far side basking in the sunshine and making themselves heard. First of the games today, and in a beautiful setting of Park Ychiv. So up along the sideline again. Isaac Kramer in there trying to get that ball out, but slowly but surely Christians inching their way up that sideline. So on Puck Schlasenish. That's a great ball in towards the centre, and they have a player here, Christians. Malik Abdulrazik has moved up, I think, from the backs, and there's a push in the back there. And this is an opportunity, and would you believe Tan Kulbara, the Tachtamach, Keelan is mad to take this, and he's got the nod from the sideline. So the first one was difficult in the sense that it was a long way out from goal. This is challenging, even though it's much closer to goal, but Nele Gear galore and so. So taking his mark, driven in, that's across the goal, unfortunately to the left hand side, and it's gone wide. It was a difficult one, Neil Enors na Hevson. Puckamach Toka. Christian Newson's going to get Thomas Myers and Keelan. Well, he's watching a lot of football, obviously. The football goalies tending to stay outfield as well. And he's now been told to go back into the goal. So Harry Howell, Cork and son, the Christians, I guess, Isaac Kramer. And eventually Harry gets a little bit of help here. And again, a chop spotted by the referee. And they'll hardly ask Keelan to come up to take this one. So it's going to be Malik Abdulrazik, and we have a good view of this. This is a seriously difficult angle. Drops it in towards the square, and there's a mistake there by the defence, Michael Finnegan, and the ball is broken to Jack O'Shea. Hits it in further, but again, lovely skill. Beautiful pick up there, and that's affected by James Nolan. James is fouled as he was coming out. And the ball cleared by Michael Finnegan. Great catch in the air there. And again, a tug of the jersey there. Harry Brown, who's the man who got the goal. Himself and Daniel, two big, tall players. And they've certainly caused a little bit of consternation in that back line. But it's going to be Cameron McBride one more time. I think he's got all his frees thus far, and that's another one there. Outstanding accuracy on both teams. Hannah Carnish, left point to one. So that's a long ball driven out by Keelan there. Darragh O'Connor under a bit of pressure, coming back across his own goal, and that was actually Darragh, yeah, and he's driven the ball out. Gathered nicely here, Lorna Parker by Jack Courtney. Makes a bit of room for himself, drives it in, and Daniel is inside the defence here, and it's a foot race to the ball. A good old-fashioned shoulder, superbly effected there by Daniel. Picks the ball up at the second attempt. The backs, however, got goal side again. Pushing the ball out. Jack Courtney drives that ball in, but a fantastic foot race for possession. Both players shouldering each other. Comes to nothing, however. Agustin Lerodson, Tamar gathered here nicely now, or should be by Harry Howell, but again the defence is there in numbers. Michael Finnegan. Harry is there again, trying to put that in between the legs of his opponent, but Cormac McDonald not falling for that, drives a nice ball out towards the wing. Plenty of space out here. Jamie Murray, a Cork and son, but he's beaten to that ball, and that's excellent play again by Malik Abdulrazik, but that ball, unfortunately, despite the best attempts of Matthew Keane, has gone out and gone wide. So the quality of the ball in towards the forwards for Christians, not quite as good as the ball being fed to the St. Patrick's forwards. Buckamach Toka, agus time Brisha Fachtens get Christians, Lorna Park, and that's a dangerous ball driven in there by Ronan Sisk. Kicked further along in there, Matthew Keane, but again outnumbered. And here's the full back, Darragh O'Connor, working his way out, but he's smothered and indeed dispossessed. Hard pulling out there by Ronan Sisk. And indeed, a little bit too vigorous for the liking of the referee. Agus Gardine Fain, the ball is going to be brought forward. One or two of the players not in agreement with the ref's decision. Never a good policy. Well, you may disagree, but don't verbalise. National puck, Sir Tokenson. Plenty of players forward, one of them being Cameron McBride, but again 4 Christian defenders are there immediately. Nice sidestep. Schlitter, Vassen, come on, that's a great ball up towards the forwards there, and that's gathered nicely, I think, by Malek in there, but again needs a bit of support. And that's a good old-fashioned hoosh in the back. May have been slightly in the back as opposed to the shoulder, but doesn't matter. The ball driven across here, and again, players really putting themselves on the line here. Kalish Ella, Gael to get Christians. Traditionally, of course, a rugby school, but have made huge strides in hurling over the last 7 or 8 years. Agus an adog shit again right or agus ag Lahom and so St. Patrick's are 1-4 to 1 point for Christians ahead. Martian Tommy Donovan saw done Tarnala, and the players coming back into position, and Michael Collins just about to throw the ball in. 20 minutes to go. Clehcanish Ryan Hachahan and the Caharach. So that ball is thrown in there. Christians could do with an early score here, but they're under pressure immediately again. That ball sent forward, and Daniel Mahagarugu seems to be stationed on the 40 for the second half here now. Harry Brown in there as well, competing hard, and there's a Christians player gone down there. Some hard pulling, and Shahin Farr gone in Erigansi, and he's definitely felt the pull of a hurl there. But a really, really good game so far. Lots of skills. Probably the most salient of those being the long range free taking from both teams. Cameron McBride in particular for St. Patrick's, but Keelan Gainey, the goalkeeper for Christians, came out and took a free from his own half, drove it straight over the bar. Could indeed have dropped into the net. So attention here now for one of the Christians players. As always, the supporters, fellow schoolmates and parents and supporters alike making themselves heard here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, and what a pleasure it is for any young player to play on such a surface. It should certainly inspire them in their careers as they blossom and develop. So the player that was down is not quite back on his feet, but he looks as if he's okay. Michael Collins keeping a very close eye on proceedings from the start, right up with play at all times. So it looks like a leg injury, although the attention isn't really, there's nothing been put on the leg. He's just been given a chance to recover, and he'll get a drink of water maybe, and he's good to go. So Schlitter le Kavichtach Martian Michael Collins. So thrown in there between Daniel and Malek. And again, that's a nice pull on the ball there by St. Patrick's. That one was driven in long. And again, the Christians under a bit of pressure here, trying to clear their lines. So the referee again blowing his whistle. Lots of frees and stoppages at the start of the second half. But it will be an opportunity now for Christians to drive the ball into the St. Patrick's half. That's a good ball. Thrust on the parka, landing right in the centre of the field. So two Christians players almost getting in each other's way there, and it leaves Daniel Mahagarugu, and the attack again drives it in. Good save by Keelan inside there. The defence under pressure here, but that one is driven out there by, I think it's Harry Howell in there. Jack O'Shea competing hard there in the breaking ball, and this is an opportunity here now for a score. Unfortunately the ball was dropped there. Michael Finnegan getting back, making it more difficult for the Christians player there, but they do have a free, and Keelan is back in the goal. He's not going to come forward for this one, but this you'd imagine is a really important free now for Christians to settle him in the second half, and that one's been driven over, and that's an excellent score there. And I think that's been sent over by, looks like Hugo Bailey. So the gap is down now to 5 points. So Pokamach Toka landing in the centre of the field, gathered by Harry Brown. Nice sidestep, and Harry's away, and he has the pace to get in beyond behind the backs, and it's a great dangerous ball. It was a save by Keelan Gainey, and even though he's disappointed himself, at least it wasn't. I think that ball went over the bar, so lucky that it wasn't a goal. Here's the Christians' response. But again, ball not being gathered cleanly at the first attempt there, but they do have possession, and this is a good run forward here now, and that's a great ball in again by Hugo Bailey, dropping in the three forwards there. Here's a chance of a goal, and it's driven in low to the left hand side and wide. It's a pity, I suppose, for the game that ball didn't end in the back of the net. So, well, it is a 65. So Hugo Bailey certainly making himself known here in the second half. So he's entrusted with this, and once again, good opportunity. So coming up to the ball, striking it long, and that's a great strike. I think that's a point, and that's a very, very important score. His second. Well, there's slight bit of confusion inside. It would appear that the referee has decided that's a wide ball, so no flag raised. So it's still 1-5 to 2 points. They could have done with that score. So puck out, gathered there in the centre of the field. Henry Harty over the ball. That's a good one taken away there by Hugo Bailey. Driven in, and they could do with a score here in the breaking ball inside. 3 backs and 3 forwards, competing very, very hard, but it's the defenders who have that ball, and I think that's Cormac MacDonald in there, and manages to clear his lines out to the centre of the field. A great take in the air there, and he's gone past the first 2 defenders here right in front of the goal, but the hook is done there. Cameron McBride, I think, hooks his opponent and clears the ball up towards Daniel Mahagarugu, but maybe the sun in his eyes there. But the ball has been won here now by Harry Brown for St. Patrick's, going forward and drives a hard ball in. He was going for goal, and he's disgusted with himself for not rattling the net there. A let off definitely for Christians. So the ball is delivered upfield there. Hugo Bailey again the target. Good pass out the side here. Jack O'Shea. And once again Christians have it, but again difficulties in going forward there. That was Thomas Myers, but he had players hanging out of him on each side, and the referee has made a call. Some of the Christians players not too happy with the decision of the referee, and just explaining his reasoning behind that decision. So Christians getting plenty of opportunities in the second half. Just a one score from a free by Hugo Bailey, and Christians have yet to score from play, but they're certainly playing far better, and whatever was said to them at half time seems to have had an effect. So in counts out to Monty Stachenson, again Harry Hogan. Lots of players in front of the goal, difficult to get possession, but that's exactly what Hugo Bailey has done off his left hand side, and that ball has gone into the net surely, and it is a goal for Christians. A deflection first, and the forward was there, and I think that's Kai McCarthy in the correct place at the correct time, and that has really changed things here now. And St. Patrick's for the first time really in the game under a bit of serious pressure now. Daniel driving that ball forward, but that's great defensive work there, and Harry Hogan has been a colossus in the centre of the defence there, even though the free has gone against Christians, but they are now within 3. Kai McCarthy, as all forwards are supposed to do, follow the ball in and hope and expect the breaking ball. So 1 or 2 players now in need of attention here. So the fans on the far side and the fellow schoolmates really enjoying this battle, and it is now a battle. Christians were well behind at half time, 1-4 to 1 point, but they've come out in the second half, and above all other players, Hugo Bailey has really dragged them back into this game. The goal by Kai McCarthy, and there's a bit of attention now required for Harry Hogan, wearing number 9 but really playing as their full back. And I think not only are the players, but maybe 1 or 2 of the mentors again not quite thrilled with some of the decisions being made. So Christians players being given some advice, maybe a little bit of repositioning being done here, but we're going to have a throw ball, so this is an important one now on face score on test line. That's a beautiful pick up again, and a superb work by Cameron McBride. Breaking ball again, driven in across the goal there by Jamie Murray, but it's gone to the left hand side and wide. So plenty of time left in this, halfway through the second half. Ball delivered out there to the centre of the field, and Christians have Harry Trench out there. It wasn't Harry who drove that ball forward, but he's there. Kept short, and Cameron McBride trying to do the Cian Lynch pickup, doesn't manage to do it, and here's Christians again bursting their way forward. Jack O'Shea waiting for the pass, it's delivered in, and is a Kai McCarthy again in there, keeping the ball in play. Tricky customer, nicely picked up, and the pass very well played out to Jack O'Shea here, and they're attacking here again very close to the side, and that ball is driven in and it's wide, say the umpires. Great opportunity for a score there. Difficult call for umpires when that ball flashed across the goal, but the referee happy that the correct call is made, and it's still a 3-point game. Coolagus Coolfeintig St. Patrick's, Coolagus Raw Feinte Egna Briar Christie and so. Jamie Murray trying to drive that ball forward. Still there for him. But again, it's Christians and they're a completely different team in the second half. That's a great ball driven in there by Hugo Bailey once again. There's a forward or two inside the back line here if they can get it in, but that's superb work by Darragh O'Connor. Clearance, however, doesn't go that far, but there is a foul, a push in the back there, spotted by the referee. And if St. Patrick's can just weather the storm here for another couple of minutes, you would imagine they'll get their own few opportunities. So Michael Finnegan and counts on Tamaranta Fadiga over there towards Harry Brown, but Harry won't get that ball. It's Cameron McBride competing very hard, as is Harry Hogan there for Christians. Agus puck Saramach. Toka Gatapagig Harry. Good ball up the sideline. Nice sidestep. And it's a free. Again, the referee on the spot. So this ball could be landing in around the square once again. Hugo Bailey is the man entrusted to take it. Now there's a man in the middle of the field if he spots him, and that is Harry Hogan, but Hugo drives a huge ball in, descending from the skies, but it's gone to the left hand side. It would have been a spectacular point, but they have driven 2 or 3 balls wide now from promising opportunities. Darragh O'Connor, Leshan Buckamach, Bertenson, again Christians, Achaskui Darshke, Malik, Abdul Razik, and this is Harry Brown again on the attack. Drives a dangerous ball in. Keelan under a bit of pressure here. Does well. Under pressure here now by Jamie Murray. Daniel Mahagaru, who comes in and it's across the goal. Still there. Serious defending and the push in the back. And the referee was right on the spot. Well, Hugo Bailey, again, not too happy with the call by the referee, but he was right on the spot there. And there was a little shove in the back. No. So Cameron McBride looking towards the sideline, looking for guidance. Presumably the call would be to take the point here. 5 players on the goal line. Will he be tempted to go for goal? He is stepping a step or 2 back, and he's going to drive it low. And what a fantastic score by Cameron McBride. Took the responsibility of going for the goal, and that's opened the gap again now, and that could be the crucial score of the match. Though Cruiganish against Scoil Fodrick, and Cameron McBride has been absolutely outstanding. I think that might be 1-3 for Cameron, if not 1-4 so far. So can Christians recover from that hammer blow? Had 5 on the line, but they barely saw the ball as the sliotar whizzed past them. That's another long ball in, but that's gone wide by Cameron McBride. So on Puckamach Toka, Agus Toka, Gatapigan son, again Harry Hogan. One in the centre of the field by Hugo Bailey. That's a good ball in, drives it as far as he can. Defenders under a bit of pressure here. So this is a key ball to win. St. Patrick's in the green jerseys working hard there, and they've won the ball, but again a great defensive block by the forwards on the part of Christians, and the clash of the ash. Knagana Gamon. Not that often you hear that in this day and age. It's a different game, of course, now played at senior level where there's a lot of carrying of the sliotar. So the Christian supporters doing their best to rally the team. That's a great ball in, going across the goal. Defenders under a bit of pressure here, but that's well defended by James Nolan. Again, finding it difficult to clear the ball, but there was a foul there spotted by the referee, and James himself has gone down there injured. 16 minutes gone in the second half, but there will be a bit of injury time, you would imagine. But there's no doubt about it now. Christians need another goal. So, James Nolan, once he puts the helmet on, which he's just done, fit to continue. So it'll be the centre-back, Michael Finnegan, to deliver this ball, a good ball upfield, looking for the full forward, and that's Harry Brown, who got a great goal in the first half, but it's another Harry Hogan taking that ball out towards the centre of the field. Possession key here, and that's won by Harry Brown, driven in, and that's driven over the bar. That's an outstanding score again. Himself and Cameron McBride have been the scorers for St. Patrick's today. So they have weathered the storm. St. Patrick's is Jack Courtney there, trying to bring the ball forward. Harry Brown pulling hard again. Free has gone against him this time, however. So it's 2-6, which is 2-5. to 1-3. I must say I've 2-6 in my notes, but anyway, Christians well behind here, and that's another ball driven in, but the defence should have this one under control. Daniel Mahagarugu making sure that nothing was cleared easily there, and that's great pressure again. Jamie Murray this time, and they've won the ball back. Jamie says leave that to me, drives the ball in over the defence there. Harry Hogan backtracking, but it's cleared out to the centre of the field. Nicely gathered, and again no messing, the ball driven in towards the forwards. But the defence of that half back line there, Cormac McDonald, Michael Finnegan and James Dolan have been outstanding today. But here's Christians again with a chance of a score. That's a good ball driven in, and it's driven over the bar there by Harry Howell. Reduces the gap somewhat. So, free taken. One again by Christians. That's a ball driven in low there, but that, as I said, half back line standing very firm. Here's one of them. That was Cormac McDonald, but he's blocked there, and the ball is still there for the forwards to win, and they have possession. In bad need of a goal now. It's a free in, a bit of WWF going on out there in the middle of the field. So Christians have a decision to make here. They can see the clock, which is just coming up to the 40th minute, which suggests that they're in the last minute, but there should be, you would imagine, at least a couple of minutes of injury time here. But the referee trying to clear some players out from in front of the goal. So there's 5, if not 6 players on the line defending. That ball is driven in low. It's defended out there, and that should be a 65. So more defensive work here for St. Patrick's. You see that the full forward Harry Brown is now back in his own line, and the only man they've left up forward is Daniel Mahagarugu. So this ball needs to be dropped in around the house, and that's well delivered. Good hoosh there by, I think that's Harry again, or sorry, Hugo Bailey, but the ball has been cleared. So no pressure here on Harry Hogan. Tries to send it in towards the goal. Would have preferred to have got that delivery a little bit further on. Nicely played by Jamie Murray out towards the wing. And if St. Patrick's can keep possession here now, and they've got the free, you would imagine. And again, the referee unhappy with some of the comments by some of the Christians players, and he's brought the ball forward, and you would imagine this is now possibly within range. So it's going to be Michael Finnegan to come up and take this one. Cameron McBride has been taking most of the frees up to now, but Michael has decided this is for me. It drops a dangerous ball and it's a great save. At the concession of a point, admittedly, but Keelan Gainey could have been cut out for a goal there, but he's done very, very well to deflect that ball over the bar. And the purple patch that Christians had early in the second half, particularly with this guy Hugo Bailey leading the charge as he is doing again now, that's past, and St. Patrick's have settled again. A trip spotted by the referee in there, and they'll certainly have to go for goal here. So St. Patrick's getting all the players, or as many as they can, back on the line. Valiant effort by the likes of Hugo Bailey in the second half here, and Harry Hogan defensively for Christians in the second half. But it would appear that this Canish is going to be won by St. Patrick's from Gardiners Hill. But they've one more bit of work to do. We're in the 3rd minute of stoppage time here, and Hugo taking a couple of steps back. He has no option but to go for goal here. So again, the referee clearing all the forwards, it would appear, to one side. It's like the ballroom of romance. Everybody from one team on one side, on the other side you have the other team, and that's driven in by Hugo Bailey, and that's a superb goal from a free by Hugo. You would imagine that it's a little bit too late. The scoreboard has been adjusted, and in Gardiners Fane, that's the final whistle is blown, and St. Patrick's Boys School from Gardiners Hill have won this final, and they were ahead from the start of the game. Outstanding performances from Cameron McBride and Harry Brown, amongst others. And despite the best efforts of Christians in the second half, it was too much of a gap to bridge. And the final score, Canish, St. Patrick's 2 goals and 7 points, Christians 2 goals and 3 points.
Oh, sorry, right. One.